I'm using the free version of this right now, so let's see if we can make that sufficient. Phone Wolf. Look at that. Wolf has a avatar. Vespera's on camera. Um, we can. Oh, custom overlays are. I have to upgrade for it. Okay, so this is what we've got. Um,
We're broke bitches. Okay, I'm done.
I mean, I
That's
am.
okay. We'll make it work.
Okay, well, since at least we can hear each other, um, I want to talk about how we want to do this. So I'm gonna pull up a notepad here over on the side, and we're gonna take a note on BookTube, Writers Group. Okay. So first thoughts. Based on my experience doing this before, I think that doing it every week is too much. I think that it ends up crushing uh crushing everybody. So I was thinking every other week. Does that work for everybody?
That works for me.
Okay, so we're
Yeah.
talking every other week. So, and we can decide on if we want to start next week or the week after, but we'll get there. Here's the other thought I had. I would like us to kind of rotate who is like primary host. So like I'm happy to if you guys wanted to like start YouTube channels and host your weeks on your channels, I'm fine with that. Otherwise, I'm happy to like host the stream on my channel. But I would like 1 week it's me that comes up with the theme and what we're going to talk about, and maybe like invites a guest on or whatever, and comes up with like a prompt and things like that. And then the next time we do it, it would be Wolf, and then the next time it would be Vespera, and when it's each person's week to host, you're kind of like in charge of like of like the ideas and the execution, but also like being the primary host on the show, like leading the group and kind of functioning as the host. Does anybody have any like thoughts on that?
I think it makes sense.
I mean, I think it makes sense, but I've always backseat host anyway. I'm like, what about your headers? What about this? Get that out.
It's true, and it's true. And since I'll still be running like the studio, you can still be yelling at me about headers and stuff. But in terms of like just kind of, because that way, like at least for the audience and stuff, they get to see that it's like each person has their week where they're the host. And I'm sure there'll be people that are like, oh, I like it when Wolf hosts, or I like it when Vespera hosts, and they're like, come in especially for those weeks and maybe don't come on other weeks. And but I definitely want it to feel more egalitarian in terms of the three of us, like it not being my thing, but it being kind of like our thing. And I think that the best way to do that is that like on the weeks that I'm not hosting, like I'm not hosting. I'll run the studio, but I'm following whoever it is that is hosting that week. Um, and because it's really kind of important to me that it not be the Neil show, that it be like our thing.
And that works for me and everything like that. And it'll be kind of beneficial because I am planning on actually launching my YouTube channel that exists in like a dead zone right now.
Great. And on those weeks that you're hosting, if you want us if you want to run the studio and run it off of your channel, that's certainly like I'm totally open to that. I would, you know, explain to you how I do this, and and yeah, I'm sure you'd figure. I'm using Restream, so that's if you go and look at Restream, it's super easy. And so that's how that would work. Um, I definitely want us to still do like writing and prompts and be critiquing each other's work and hopefully like bringing in, other guests that want to submit and stuff like that. um but I don't want it to just be that. I don't want it to just be like it was before, where we get on, we read the pieces, we critique them, and then that's the end. I want to have conversations about what's going on in the space and in the industry, and what we're working on, and thoughts uh on other things beyond just like what we're writing. But like maybe we're struggling with something, and we talk about like the idea behind that, like middles, like, oh, I'm struggling with a middle, or I'm struggling with a character arc, and kind of like talk through that kind of stuff too. What does anybody have any thoughts?
I
I
mean,
think
this is some. Sorry, go ahead, Visvera.
no, you go.
No, Visvera, go. You were talking before me.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
I feel like you're cheating, but okay. I mean, this is something that I brought up with another writers group as well. Is that I mean, I prefer when like a writers or prompts group is more focused on the craft of writing, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a work in progress. But the
Mm-hmm.
reality of the situation is that we can, prompts don't always teach people on how to like construct something, right? Like they don't teach you how to, because I know a lot of people struggle with characters and a lot of people don't do character work, they don't ask their character questions. And so I prefer prompts to lean more into like constructive workshops rather than prompts, because a prompt is great to get like creative flow going, but then sometimes people really need workshops.
I agree. Yeah.
I've got sleep tokens stuck in my head, everybody.
Sleep token.
Oh
Oh, they're
yes.
good.
Yeah, they're a great band. I've got
I'm
Caramel
not
stuck in
familiar
my
with
head.
them. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Um, they're more of
So
a heavy genre. I think.
look at this. My library has a large format printer. So I printed out poster size prints of the book covers,
Oh, that's cool.
and they're going to get framed and go
Now I want to
up
do that.
here.
No, what do you call it? Yeah, those good. I like those. So I just moved into my new place, so I actually will have a background. I just don't have it right now because I haven't finished unpacking. But like, I have an entire, like, actual Wolf can sit down and have computer time, on camera.
I gotta update my
Yeah.
computer. So I think next time I'll be using my computer. I just was too lazy tonight.
Well, I thought I was going to do something clever, and that's why we were trying to do the other thing. And I actually brought my Mac Mini out to the garage where my studio is here to try to make that happen. But since that didn't work, and we're just going to default back to Restream like this, then I can run it off my iPad. And I guess I'm just going to have to probably, I'm thinking probably have to end up paying for it again. I didn't want to, but it's not crazy expensive either. It's like, I don't remember what it was, but how much? Hold on, that wasn't good. How much is Restream Pro or Ultimate? Pricing plans for Restream. Standard is $16 a month.
Yeah, that's pretty standard for almost thing. Canvas about 15, Living Writers about 15.
Yeah.
So
3 channels, no watermark in studio, unlimited cloud recording. Multi-stream on 5 channels, split audio video download, start at 2T. Unlock team workspaces. Let's see here. Video quality, free forever. Why does this say it's 4K? This is not 4K.
No.
if you have like a
video quality, Restream Studio, video quality. I see. This is video quality 720p, 720p. To get 1080, I have to go up to the plan that is $40 a month.
gross.
I don't even think we need.
I'm starting to think we don't need 1080. That's
don't.
crazy.
People can live with 720p. I don't even think people can fully register 4K in general, but you know they will say they can. But the reality of the situation
No,
is
it's fully proven that you can't. Like you can
Yeah.
tell that it's better than 1080, but you can't get the full 4K. But and most people watch this stuff on their phone anyway, so it's like it's all compressed and
no.
okay. So, do we want to start next week or do we want to go for the week after as our first week doing this?
We could. I'm down for next week, but then again,
Down for next week? Okay. So, pull up my calendar here. Calendar. Okay. So, next week is the 22nd. So I'm going to put down 7 p.m. is.
But did Vespera agree?
No, she did not.
Yeah. See, look at that. I'm backseat hosting again.
Vespera?
I would rather do it the week after, but I'm okay with doing it next week.
You would rather do the week after?
Yeah, because I start my new job.
Oh, well, that's certainly a good reason to want to put it off a week. Okay, let's do it the week after then. So the 29th.
That'll work.
7 p.m. is 7 p.m. Central. Is this time still good for everyone?
Yes, this time works. For wow, hello, brain. Can we brain? Yes, it would work for me. Except that I can't do the week after because that's my time to run away from the world. No, I'm kidding, I'm joking.
It's your time to run out. You're only going to be able to do 1 week anyway because then you're running away to the wilderness.
The mountains are like literally 5 minutes away from me. I literally could run and live in the wilds. You'd never see me again.
I don't think you would make it though.
What?
You don't think Wolf could survive in the wilderness?
No.
Well, fun fact, everybody. I have an environmental biology degree, and I actually have worked
Well,
back
maybe.
in. Yeah, see, look at that. And I've done. I used to volunteer for the vernal pools in California and do educational tours. I used to also. I've logged. I've camped in a lodging area before as well. And used to in California. They actually used to have a wolf breeding program for Yellowstone, and I actually worked as like a little intern apprentice there. So I'm saying I can live in the mountains.
Sounds like it.
I was just thinking like about all the pain that you have, and I was like,
Oh
nope.
well. Oh well, yeah. The mountain would disable me. The mountain's ableist.
Goddamn ableist mountain.
See, I'm not doubting your skills, but I'm just kind of worried. Like,
Okay, so we're talking about the 29th, 7 to 8 p.m. And I will go ahead and like take that one just to kick it all off, and I'll do all sorts of promotion leading up to it so that we can get some audience for that. And let's see here. So I'm gonna put a note. This is Neil's week, and then that means that if we do it as an every other week, that then it would be the 12th would be the next one. And who would like to be the host on that one?
I'll do it.
Okay, Vespira. Book to writers group. And this is Vespira. Hosts. Okay, wonderful, which means that then Wolf, you get the 26th.
I knew it. I've always been a 26 kind of guy.
Yeah, that's what they say about you. They go, oh, good old 26 Wolf.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 26 is 62.
Yes. There's some
Wolf
significance in that.
hosts. Okay, so that gives us our first 3 and takes us through June. In terms of participants joining, are we right off the bat trying to make it like it was before, where people submit and
I think we should take it slowly because
okay,
it's a
so
lot of stress.
okay.
Yeah,
So
I
we're
was
going to
gonna.
start this as kind of like a show for people to watch before it becomes any kind of interactive participation thing.
Yeah, I think that's good. Right now, I also am a little like, Neil, I've been through the trenches.
Yes, you've told me.
I'm so like,
let's see
Please.
if we have a friendly audience before we start inviting them on the show.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that that's reasonable.
Poor Wolf. Poor Wolf.
Yeah.
It's been a week. It's been a shit show.
Mm.
Or make men angry at me for some reason.
That, I mean, they're not much of a man if they're getting all bent out of shape over the stuff that you're putting out there.
Right, exactly. It's not necessarily like that I've said anything controversial. No, the irony is that I said something a week ahead before everybody else, and now it's trendy, and everybody else is talking about it a week later. And I'm like, well, I brought that up, and everybody got mad at me, but now everybody's agreeing with other people. Well, this is great. This is wonderful.
Know how that works.
Yeah.
Wolf, you set off trends.
I know. I pattern recognition way too close to the sun.
All right. Well, so this is how this is working. I I'm gonna have to pay for one of these just so that at least I can get one of the levels, just so that I can get our logos and stuff back, our lower thirds and all that stuff that we had before that I liked. Um, ooh, should we go around it? Ooh, how fancy is that?
So fancy.
But I would definitely so Wolf, the avatar I have for you is like this it's the old gray one with the person in black with the eye makeup. But it looks like you're using something else now.
Yes, I am. This is the one on my TikTok and the one that I'm probably gonna put on my YouTube. Also,
Okay. So go ahead and send me like a high res of that so that I can make you a background.
cool. And
And
Neil, if you have like Venmo or anything like that, like I can pitch like $5 or something.
no, I don't need anything like that. Thank you though.
Okay.
I appreciate the thought, but uh it's all part of the plan. Vespera, send me some kind of avatar for you as well that you would like to use if you're not on camera. And I'll make you a nice background as well.
I'll have to find one.
All right.
Maybe I'll just use the one I do for reality. I haven't been on reality in a while.
What's reality?
It's like avatar streaming. Like you literally make your own like avatar.
Oh, so like a VTube thing, VTuber
Yeah,
thing.
it's like a
Yeah.
VTube thing.
Oh,
And
okay.
you can honestly have your own stream, invite other people to your stream. It's really nice. One guy figured out how to do the reality streaming and out also having like his face up. But he has so much setup for that. It mainly runs off the phone or like
Okay.
an iPad.
Oh my God, it is pouring out here.
Yeah, I hear that.
Can you hear it? Oh my God.
Yeah, I feel like I'm submerged now in rain.
Do I have microphone like control here? No, not really.
It's fine. I like the sound of the rain.
Yeah. I do too. Not when I'm recording though.
I
Yeah.
have central air and that is really loud when it kicks on.
Yeah, I don't have anything out here in the garage, and Blair's been saying like you're gonna need to put air conditioning out there, and you're gonna need to put heat out there if you're gonna do that in the winter. And I said, well, I know I'm gonna need heat in the winter because obviously when it's 20 degrees outside, I can't be out here, with no heat. But I said I was gonna hold off on the air conditioning and see if I can make it work. But on the other hand, if I'm gonna start sweating profusely, then I'll need something. So we'll see how that works. What's the plus? Da, 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 da. Is there chat? No.
Yeah.
Oh, I could take a picture of. Oh, comment.
Oh, you're fine. Finally,
We
we
can
can
have.
now we can interact with people talking to us.
Yes. A good idea.
What else do we have here? Notes. Oh, look, I can start typing notes. Music.
Ooh.
Oh, I have to upgrade for music.
Yeah. We don't want to get copyright stuck with a YouTube either.
Oh, wait, no, here we go.
Oh, it's jamming.
Sounds like wind chimes.
You've never tried to free flow the wind chimes? Oh, more rain.
Yeah, more rain.
Sounds like rain or clapping.
Well, it went from down tempo to lo-fi, and it was the same song.
Yeah.
QR codes, captions. Okay, well, cool.
Oh, cool. We have captions that would be useful for our individuals who have hearing. What do you call it? Who have hearing issues, and also those with audio processing disorder.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's live captions. It's
Oh, that.
like
Okay.
I'll have to look into that.
Because
Oh, we can do presentations.
Looks like it.
look at that. I'm gonna get an A+ at school again, guys, with my presentation.
Extra camera. Oh no. Whatever will I do?
The show will just become Wolf making jokes for the most of the hour.
The whole thing is just Wolf doing like jokes that you have to have like a slideshow to understand.
Precisely. I mean, I like this connects with this. Actually, uh,
You should just create your own conspiracy theory.
I could. I could make it believable too.
Yeah, a lot of people would probably fall for it. If you say something in a confident enough voice, some people will fall for it. Like my husband got somebody to almost believe that an apple comes from a chicken. Like they had to stop and think about it for a second because of how confident he sounded.
See, I've learned that it doesn't have to necessarily be confident. If you're charming and awkward enough, they also believe you. They're like, "Wow, this person's a little dumb."
Also, if you just keep saying it, where's the dog? There's the dog. Okay. For a second, I was like, oh shit, the dog's not out in the rain. Is she? Come here. Come here. Oh, okay, dog. Okay.
Hello, Willow. What you doing? You heard him talking to his dog.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up tonight. Good
Okay.
test stream. I've got stuff to start looking at if we're going to make this work. So, um, I will be in touch and we'll just start communicating. I'll start communicating probably daily about this now that we're like have a plan and move forward and now I have everything I need. I've got all the cameras and lights and everything. You can see me okay, right?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
you
Kind of
perfectly fine. I
kind of
really.
washed out, but all right. Well, I'm gonna call it then, and I will see you guys. Talk to you guys tomorrow, and we'll see each other soon.
All
Darn,
right.
I had so much
Okay.
to complain about. I'm kidding.
Okay.